with R. Kelly are defending him and their relationship with him in the strongest terms. 21-year-old Azriel Clary and 23-year-old Joycelyn Savage told us they love Kelly, while their families claim he has brainwashed them.
In an interview you'll see only on CBS this morning, the two women told us there is nothing inappropriate about their arrangement with the 52-year-old singer. What is your relationship, both of you, with R. Kelly?
We're with him. That's our relationship.
We're with him. Yeah, that's what it is.
And we're in a relationship with him.
Right.
You just said it.
A very strong relationship as well.
Both of you?
Yes, most definitely.
You know, how do we say this without being inappropriate? Is this a three-way relationship, or do you each have a separate relationship with him? How does this work?
Well, both
I'm
of
curious.
those.
Yeah.
We both have our individual relationships with him, and
Right.
we all are family all together. We have our moments where we sit and watch movies all together. We go to amusement parks all together.
I'm not talking about Azriel going to movies and sitting watching, going to parks. I'm talking about, is it a three-way sexual relationship?
Sexually? Well, first of
between
all,
the
I'm
three
not
of you?
here to talk about my personal life,
Okay.
and I would never share with no one what I do in or outside of the bedroom. And as a woman, I'm sure you would not either.
No, I wouldn't, but
Okay, then. So,
no,
yeah.
no, you're
Next
right.
question.
No, you're right. I would not, but this is a very different circumstance.
It's
And
not
I
a
think
different
it's a fair
circumstance. There are
question.
people all over the world who have multiple girlfriends. It's no different.
Do both of you all believe you're in love with him?
Absolutely.
course.
Yes, absolutely.
Of course.
Should your
No.
parents be concerned?
No.
Why?
Well, my parents knew where I've always been for 4 years. They have known. They know that I've been well taken care of.
They never thought you were missing, Azriel. They just were wondering if you were okay.
Well, my parents have actually came to Chicago and seen me a few times. I've talked to them. They stopped answering my calls.
You know what they say? They say that you were brainwashed. I talked to your dad last night. He says, my daughter is brainwashed, and he's very concerned. He said he was here 2 days ago, and you wouldn't even look him in the eye.
Okay, I wouldn't look him in the eye because he's a liar, and he's a manipulative liar.
I'll tell you why they're concerned, Azriel, because they say she's 17. We found text messages that indicated that she was having sex with R. Kelly when she was 17. Is that true?
No, that is a lie. That is a lie. I was not having sex with him at 17.
Why would they want to lie about you, their daughter?
Okay, so when I first met Robert, my parents told me to lie about my age. So when I met him, he thought that I was 18. On top of that, when I was 17, my parents were actually making me, trying to get me to take photos with him, take sexual videos with him, all kinds of stuff.
Wait. Your parents encouraged you to do sexual videos with R. Kelly?
Yes. And they said because if they ever have to blackmail him, what they're trying to do now, they can use it against him, which is exactly what they're doing.
Joycelyn, I see you nodding a lot with what she's saying. Why are you nodding in agreement with what she's saying?
Because everything that she's saying is true. Our parents are basically out here just to get money, and
Your parents, you're saying the same as saying?
Well, both of our parents. Both of our parents are basically out here. They're trying to get money and scam because they didn't agree on what happened, you know, with music or wherever it could be, and they're just very upset.
This is the first time hearing, to be honest with you, that your parents are trying to get money from R. Kelly.
Okay.
Because your father told a very different story to me last night.
Yeah, he's the manipulative. He's very manipulative, so he's the one you need to watch out for. But my dad and my mom, they started to send threats to both me and him. They said, oh, I'll put all your naked pictures all over the world. I'm going to ruin you. I'm going to ruin him. If he doesn't send $20,000 to this bank account by Monday, oh, I'm going to put everything out there and then $10,000 after that. You're trying to solicit me like I'm some hoe. I'm not. I'm your child.
Exactly.
Yeah, you sound very angry with your parents. You sound very angry and very pained. Tell me, Azriel, why you're crying. Tell me.
I'm crying because you guys don't know the truth. You guys are believing some facade that our parents are saying. This is all lies for money. And if you can't see that, you're ignorant and you're stupid as because you want to be. All because that's the world we live in. Negativity sells. Gossip is what sells. Rumors are what sells.
Exactly.
But Joycelyn and Azriel, this is more than gossip. This is more than just rumors. These are decades of allegations against Robert Kelly.
We're not here to talk about decades. We're here to talk about what our parents are doing right now.
Right.
And what they're doing right now is all for money.
Right.
Now, both sets of parents deny ever asking Kelly for money or receiving money from him. You know, as I watched as I was talking to them, because I had talked to the father, there are two very different stories. I'm sure Mr. Clary, if he watches this morning, his head will explode because he has a very different version of what these young women are saying. And his team had told us that R. Kelly would not be in the room. After the interview started, he was around the corner behind them. They couldn't see him. But at points during the conversation, he would cough very loudly like that, so they were aware that he was there.
He wanted them to know that he tried to stop the interview backstage a couple times.
Yeah, a couple of times. Laz, who has taken those amazing photos that you've seen, is my makeup artist, who's also a very good photographer, as you also see. R. Kelly came up to him and said, "Should I stop this interview? Should I stop this interview?" He never did. So the girls at some point were certainly aware that he was there. And I just wanted to say, as a mother, get your things, let's go. You are 21, you are 23, and he is 52 years old. I know many people believe age is just a number. When you're looking at these young women, they parrot a lot.
All right, y'all, I'm going to stop that video right there. First off, let me say this, man. You know, it ain't a laughing matter. You know, the shit's serious and all that, and it's real serious allegations and all that, and people, kids are involved. So I'm gonna really try to watch what I say. But at the same time, I'm going to keep it 100 too. First off, I would be real hurt if my little girl, if Bam Bam came and went on an interview and was saying that I was trying to extort somebody and that I'm treating her like a hoe and and that I don't love her and stuff. That would hurt me to my heart, man. So I know old girl daddy, you know, if this is true, I know he probably like, damn, you know, what's wrong with my baby? I know that hurt him, man. When you got kids, especially a little girl, and something like that going on, it's gonna hurt you. Second off, I'm not defending R. Kelly. I promise I'm not. I'm not defending him because I'm gonna tell you, I think he's guilty to an extent. I don't think everybody that's saying this shit is true, but I do think he's guilty to an extent. But at the same time, it seemed like Gail and people are interviewing, and then like they already have their assumptions before they even interview them. So they interview them, right? And then the people start talking, the girls start talking and saying everything that's going on. And then when the interview is over and you see Gail come back, well, R. Kelly was in the room and he was coughing, letting them know he was there, and I think it's bad and blah blah this and blah blah that, and you know, don't sentence a man until you know he's been convicted. You know, you can't say he's guilty until he's been proven guilty. First off. Second off, man, I don't necessarily think these girls are lying or whatever. You know, I kind of feel like that girl probably did have a relationship with R. Kelly at 17 or whatever, right? But at the same time, I do feel like some people are out here. I don't think all these girls have been done wrong, and I think some folks are out for a payday. But at the same time, I do believe that he did do some of this. So if you did some of it, you are guilty. So you just need help and you need to go do your time and come on back, right? But I will say this, though. I don't think it's right that people judge him off shit that happened in the past. And then when you keep bringing those stuff in the past, you want to convict him off that. You know, y'all, you can't OJ the man. You feel me? He got to have a fair trial. Got to have a fair trial. And then if I was him, I wouldn't even be doing these interviews. Yeah, I wouldn't interview my woman or me or have me on here looking crazy, you feel me? Because now she crying. He was crying in the other interview. Everybody just crying and shit. You know, the shit don't look good, you feel me? It look like fake tears to me. Even her tears look fake. That girl in the red was bad, though. Let me say that. But, hey, the tears look real fake to me, and I just don't buy it, you feel me? So at the end of the day, man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I do kind of think he is guilty. But at the same time, man, I don't feel like people should judge a man before he even go to court, you feel me? Wait for the man to go to court, let everything get out, and then judge him. And I'm gonna say one more thing before I get off here. I find it real odd that everybody is on R. Kelly ass about him being 52, talking to 23-year-olds. But Hugh Hefner had a whole Playboy Bunny house full of hoes that none of them over 23. None of them over 23. And Hugh Hefner in his 80s. But nobody said nothing about that because Hugh Hefner runs Playboy. He runs a book that takes pictures of girls, so he has to have these girls on call for the picture. They can't possibly stay by themselves in their own house with their own parents or on their own or whatever, and then have him call and then they come. Nah, they got to stay there. They got to stay there. And then it's been documented, that the man had underage girls there. This all I'm saying, man. Don't come after the black man and then leave the white man. Cool. That's all I'm saying, man, because at some points, man, this shit do seem racial, but I'm not gonna say it's racial. I'm not gonna turn it into a racial thing. But the truth is the truth. If motherfuckers wasn't looking for Hugh Hefner, damn now, you can't trip or kill it for having grown women in his house. You feel me? Now, if he was fucking with them when they was young, yeah, convict him. He wrong. Convict his ass. Real shit. But if the man got grown ass women in his house, they of consent, they know what they doing, all this shit, then why in the fuck is he getting convicted? Is he getting convicted because he was fucking younger girls that's of age? Or is he getting convicted because he was fucking girls that were underage? You feel me? Because it seemed like people trying to convict him for fucking girls that's over age, but he just an older dude and they was staying with him. The shit ain't making sense. But the shit started to turn to a circus, and I'm gonna say this here, man. It looked like to me, in my opinion, R. Kelly gone because everybody already is saying that he guilty before he even go to trial. So to me, he don't even like he got a chance. I'm gonna tell y'all, man, do not be surprised this man fuck around and skip town and fuck around and be in the Bahamas or the damn Bermuda Triangle or some shit. Hell, some shit motherfucker can't even get to. You feel me? Don't be shocked, man. Do not be shocked. BY3 the hard way. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good shit. And before I get off here, let me say this too. Gail, you a pretty woman to be older. You a pretty woman. Real shit. But I don't like how you be interviewing folks. You can't interview somebody and then make like you want to get their point of the story. And then when the interview is over, you go back to your co-host and you be like, well, now he's guilty because he was doing this, he was doing that, he was coughing, he was there. Yeah, he wanted them to know that he was there and he had them scared. And him being 52 and talking to 23-year-olds is just terrible. But Hugh Hefner talking to 23-year-olds and he's 85 was just so great. I just don't understand you fucking people sometimes, man. But like I said, I'm not taking up for the man. Like I said, I believe he's guilty too. But I just don't think a motherfucker should judge him before he even get convicted. You feel me? BY3 the hard way, man. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good shit. Realest nigga on the net, man. I'm gonna be back with another video here pretty soon, man. Till the end, me and hold up for your shit. Do your supposed, do not what you want to do. I'm out.